Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for your patience. This is Herman Schaefer, Acting Deputy Commissioner for Community Engagement here in New York City Emergency Management. Thank you again for your patience. This is our first virtual graduation, and Zoom decided to create 2 events for us, which we were able to resolve, I think. So thank you for everyone who switched over from one meeting into this meeting. So as we start tonight, I want to congratulate all of our volunteers who after tonight will be joining our ranks in helping and prepare and protect our communities. I also know that we have current volunteers, volunteer leadership, and award winners who are joining us tonight. So congratulations to all of you and welcome. Without the support of our current volunteers and all the leadership and all the work that they do, we would not be able to run this program. We are also joined by our instructors from FDNY, NYPD, and New York City Emergency Management. And I know that you'll agree with me that they bring the heart and soul to the training. And without them and their experience, this program would be much diminished. So thank you guys so much for everything you do for us in the program. We are also joined by leadership from New York City Emergency Management who provide unwavering support for community programming such as CERT. It is customary to open our ceremonies with the Star Spangled Banner. We are lucky to have Regina Wilson, who's a member of the CERT program staff and also this FDNY ceremonial unit, to sing for us tonight. If you all can rise.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the graduation for the 36th cycle of the New York City Community Emergency Response Team Program. My name is Diane Criswell, and I'm the Commissioner of New York City Emergency Management. Over my career in emergency management, I have come to appreciate the value of well-trained and motivated volunteers. I began working with CERT teams during my time in Aurora, Colorado, and I continue to support volunteerism in my time in FEMA, where I implemented the FEMA Core program. The CERT program that you are joining is incredible and some of the best volunteers I have had the pleasure to work with. Since you started your training class at the beginning of February, New York City has experienced many emergencies. Most importantly, the one that we are very familiar with, the impacts from COVID-19, have been significant. New York City has also seen many other emergencies such as coastal storm Isaias, heat waves, as well as others. I have personally seen how New York City's CERT program has stepped up to support critical programming during our time of need, giving back to their communities and supporting each other during a difficult time. That is one of the many reasons that I am very pleased to welcome our graduates today, members of our CERT leadership, our CERT instructors, emergency management liaisons, and program staff to this important occasion. Even though we are still in the midst of a pandemic, We wanted to make sure that we brought everyone together, this time virtually, and did not let this incredible achievement go unrecognized. I would like to thank my colleagues, Deputy Chief James Brosey from FDNY and Deputy Inspector Emmanuel Gonzalez, Commanding Officer of the NYPD Auxiliary Unit, for their continued partnership in this program. You and your staff provide incredible value to the education of our volunteers, so thank you. We will also be presenting 2 of our 3 annual awards tonight. The Carlos Nieves Excellence in Deployment and Emergency Response, and the Joanne Webb Dixon Ambassador Award for contributions to building a resilient community. I now want to give a warm welcome to our graduates that are joining us virtually. As you graduate tonight, you are joining an incredible family of over 1,200 volunteers. They have proven themselves repeatedly. They stand ready to assist the city with response and preparedness activities whenever and wherever it's needed. In the last 6 months, so much has changed. I want to thank all of our CERT members that have and continue to assist in the efforts to combat COVID-19. As of this week, over 140 New York City CERT volunteers have supported 18 unique COVID-19 related operations. This totals 177 days and a reported 4,227 volunteer hours. This is something everyone should be proud of, and I am so proud of everyone that was able to participate. It truly shows the value of a community-based program such as ours. You can never underestimate the value of a volunteer who has the skills and the opportunity to help in their own community. I cannot tell you how grateful everyone has been for your assistance. In addition to welcoming our newest graduates into the CERT program, we will be presenting 2 awards. The first being the Carlos Nieves Award, named in memory of an incredible CERT volunteer from Brooklyn who embodied the spirit of the program and strove to make the city a better place. This year, we are giving this award to Manhattan Division 3 District 6 members who have shown outstanding commitment to the CERT program and participation in emergency response. In 2019, Manhattan District 6 ranked first among all CERTs citywide for a total number of members, 19, who participated in deployments, and second for total volunteer hours, almost 360 submitted for deployments. They are also the first back-to-back recipients of this award. CERT Division Chief Anthony Solomita will be accepting this award on behalf of the division. And I believe we have something from Anthony.
I want to congratulate graduates and welcome you to CERT. I know you will find volunteering extremely satisfying. The need for us is great, particularly in these interesting times. I extend a thank you to all the volunteers who have deployed over the past year, everything from food distribution to a major infrastructure failure in South Brooklyn. To the members of Manhattan Division 3, congratulations. All your time spent in meetings, training, and 20+ weeks of servicing the needs of food insecure citizens, all your efforts have been recognized with the Carlos Nieves CERT Deployment Award. Finally, thank you to New York City Emergency Management for the training, the direction, the inspiration, the support that enable the volunteers to confidently service the needs of the citizens of the city. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anthony. The second award that we would like to present this evening is the Joanne Webb Dixon Ambassador Award in memory of a great volunteer known for building connections throughout her community for many years. After the release of New York City Emergency Management's Community Emergency Planning Toolkit, Bronx District 3 members participated in convening the Harlem Emergency Network, introducing that community to the toolkit and developing a community emergency. Bronx CERT 3 also supported the first boot camp in Harlem in June of 2018 and worked to improve the program, showing again the need for a close partnership with that community. Working with their community board and local community-based organizations, they convened their own boot camp in October of 2019. This initiative served as the start of the South Bronx Emergency Network. CERT Division Chief Joetta Brown is here to accept on behalf of the division. Joetta, would you like to say a few words?
Thank you so much for inviting me to accept this award on behalf of Bronx Community Community Emergency Response Team. We're located in the Morrisania section of the Bronx, and we have worked for the past 3 years building this particular community effort of the South Bronx Emergency Network. This South Bronx Emergency Network was a dream of Joanne's. We worked very closely in the very early planning stages, and I am very happy to see how far we have come along. We have engaged a number of organizations and businesses in this community effort. We've made steps to become a 501c3, and we are still in the process of engaging organizations and defining the role of the different organizations, because if you come to a community organization, you must have a role for each organization that comes in. So that is the point where we are now. We're just building it step by step. And I thank you so much, NYCEM, for giving us, for awarding us the Joanne Webb Dixon Ambassador for Communities Award. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Joetta, for you and your team's continued service to this great city and our CERT program. Now we'll get back to the graduation itself. Deputy Inspector Emmanuel Gonzalez, NYPD Inspector and Commanding Officer of the NYPD Auxiliary Section, is also here with us tonight. The NYPD has been a steadfast supporter of the CERT program, and we really appreciate your continued support. Inspector?
Good evening. My name is Deputy Inspector Gonzalez. I am the Commanding Officer of the Auxiliary Police Section. On behalf of Police Commissioner Shea and the entire New York City Police Department, I would like to congratulate tonight's Community Emergency Response Team graduates. Thank you to Commissioner Griswold for the opportunity to be here and to be part of this important program. We are here tonight to honor an extraordinary group of volunteers who have made the decision to keep their communities safe. CERT is so important because, as you know, emergency preparedness is everyone's responsibility. As CERT volunteers, you will help your family, friends, and neighbors before and during an emergency. The first rate of instruction you have received from the members of the NYPD, FDNY, and the New York City Emergency Management has prepared you to be a valuable asset to both first responders and your community. As the commanding officer of the Auxiliary Police Section, the largest volunteer police force in the nation, I have seen firsthand what a positive impact volunteers make in this great city that we live in. Even during this pandemic, I have been amazed at the level of commitment and dedication our volunteers have portrayed. And just like CERT, there is a role for everyone to play. Volunteers found new and innovative ways to help during these unprecedented times. I'm sure you have experienced this as well. Congratulations to all for sticking out with the program and making the most of your training, all while taking care of your health and the health of your loved ones. Both our organizations can trace their history back to the Civil Defense Act of 1950, where citizens banded together to volunteer to keep their communities safe. Some of the material they studied and the equipment they used has changed. As you can see, we have certainly modernized since that time. But the one thing that has not changed is the heart and the dedication of the volunteer. Now you too are part of this storied legacy of volunteerism for this great city. There is no better demonstration of selflessness and courage than the service you will perform as CERT members. Congratulations to all, and thank you for your service to the City of New York.
Thank you so much, Inspector. We are also happy to have FDNY's Deputy Chief Jim Brosi with us tonight. Chief, can you say a few words?
First, I'd like to say congratulations to all our graduates. And I'd like to give a special congratulations to Anthony and Joetta for their accomplishment in receiving their awards. Anthony and Joetta have both been steadfast volunteers for the CERT program and great examples for the other newly CERT members to look up to and certainly to strive for, because they've made great differences not only within their community, but within their group, and have provided a great example for what to do and how to service your community. For the CERT members, sometimes I ask myself, how do these people find the strength, even when their entire world, lives, and sense of normalcy is coming apart? Do they find the strength and desire and the will to want to service the people of their community? As a New York City resident for over 50 years, I am grateful for their commitment, their steadfast responsibility to their neighbors over their own personal priorities is unmeasured, and for the things they're willing to do, even these untrying times. Because on the surface, especially in New York City, most people would believe that the world is coming unraveled. And on the surface, that's exactly the way it looks. But deep below that surface is the fabric of very strong, steadfast New Yorkers that have willing and committed themselves to keeping the community as it was. And despite what's going on around them, to constantly be there for each other. And regardless of whether it's a pandemic, civil unrest, or anything else that is going on the surface, deep below is committed civilians who are there for each other and that will see themselves through this pandemic, through this sense of unease, and will be there long after all of this has gone away. And as a resident, as a civil servant, as a member of the fire department, I'm grateful for your commitment. I'm grateful for your sacrifice. And I'm grateful for all that you do, not only for each other and the community, but for all the citizens of New York. And I hope that you continue to do so for long after this. I hope we can congratulate each other sometime in the near future, face to face. And I hope that we can somehow continue our training in a more personal manner. But up until then, I thank you for everything you've done and your willingness to push past all of these obstacles and commit yourself to something greater than just you. And hopefully that this strength and this commitment carries the rest of the city through whatever we're in into a better place. And all I can say is thank you for your commitment, thank you for your time, and be safe and continue to do what you do.
Thank you, Chief, and thank you both so much. This program wouldn't be what it is today without the support of FDNY and NYPD, and so we appreciate your continued support of this program. I would now like to thank our New York City Emergency Management Liaisons, Karen Thomas, Kumari Ramsarup, Eric Stossel, Nandi Rupchand, and Carmine Colombo for supporting the latest class of volunteers. And last but not least, our CERT program staff, Joe Papello, Denise Esposito, Anthony Escato, and Regina Wilson. It is so great to work with you all, especially how innovative you have been to make sure this program continued throughout the pandemic. And now the New York City CERT Cycle 30 graduation. Herman and Joe, it's all yours.
Thank you very, very much, Commissioner. And thank you everyone for your great remarks, and congratulations to the award winners. It's truly an accomplishment. Now to our graduates. I am going to start with the Bronx, and then Joe's going to take over and do the Queens. And these are the people who trained at Bronx Aerospace High School and also online as we switch to a virtual training class. So we'll move over to the first person that we'd like to recognize today, Morris Abney. Morris will be joining Manhattan Division 5. Rayas Ali, who will be joining Queens Division 5. Alexander Frost, who will be joining Manhattan Division 3. Latasha Jackson, who will be in Bronx Division 1. Franklin Julius, who will be joining Bronx Division 5. James Keane, who will be in Bronx Division 1. Jorge Leon, Bronx Division 1. Dominica McCoy, Bronx Division 3. Marvet Nelson, who will be joining Bronx Division 5. Ella Owens, who will be joining Bronx Division 4. Kellon Pascall, who will be joining Bronx Division 5. Laura Peluso, who will be joining Manhattan Division 5. Sonia Perez, Bronx Division 4. Diane Rivera, Queens Division 6. Benjamin Signore, Bronx Division 4. Adedayo Sodimu, Bronx Division 5. Owen Strong will be joining Manhattan Division 3. Phillip Vaughn, Brooklyn Division 1. And Lorita Watson, who will be joining Bronx Division 3. I'm sure we all have a chance to all cheer at the end, and Joe unmutes you, but usually this is when we clap. So congratulations to everyone. It's a huge achievement. And I'm sure the teams you'll be joining, the divisions you'll be joining, will welcome you and enjoy your energy and newfound education. Joe, would you like to take over Queens?
Thank you, Herman. For Queens, we have Herbert Chain going to Queens Division 3. We have Jean-Michel Cuvilly going to Manhattan Division 4. We have Amethyst Davis going to Manhattan Division 1. Martine Eugene, Brooklyn Division 3. Lauren Fortgang, Brooklyn Division 1. Ben Kavit, going to Queens Division 1. Nancy Lee, Queens Division 1. Galo Nieto, Brooklyn Division 1. Jean Philemon, going to Queens Division 6. Juan Principe, Queens Division 3. Maria Rivera, going to Queens Division 6. Benjamin Sandoval, going to Manhattan Division 1. Rajbir Singh, going to Queens Division 6. Andrew Toranzo will be joining Queens Division 3. Charles Vasquez will be joining Queens Division 3. Renato Vojka joining Queens Division 1. And Tony Yancey, Brooklyn Division 3. Thank you and congratulations to all of our Queens graduates. We have a short video that we would like to share at this time.
What a bright and engaged class you were. It was my privilege to prepare you to serve your community as a CERT liaison. Congratulations on your graduation. What an accomplishment. I am so proud of you. I wish you much success, and I'm sure our paths will cross again soon.
First, I want to thank you all for your perseverance and dedication in getting through this most unprecedented training cycle. We appreciate you hanging in there, finishing your training. Although it was an unorthodox training period, we appreciate your commitment, and we will need that continued commitment during these most unprecedented times. Good luck, stay safe, and I hope to see you out there soon.
Congratulations, graduates. It's Sergeant Mercado here from the NYPD. Sorry we couldn't do this in person. Wishing you guys all the best of luck, and hopefully we'll see you out there on the street. Thank you.
Although we didn't get to finish the full 10-week cycle, you are graduating and becoming part of the CERT team. I wish you all the luck, congratulations on graduating, and the best wishes going forward in becoming a CERT member.
I just wanted to congratulate everybody on completing your CERT training cycle. I know it hasn't been easy. We were so close to finishing in person, and then all this craziness started, and you had to finish the last 3 sessions online, and we never got to have our disaster simulation, unfortunately. And we'll all get to see each other once again.
Good evening, everyone. It's Police Officer Jackson with the New York City Police Department, and I am here to congratulate the CERT class of 2020. Just want to wish you all the best of luck. Once again, congratulations.
Hi, it's Detective Sheedy from the NYPD. I just want to congratulate you. I'm sure this is not how you expected your training class to end, but with these unplanned emergencies, this is the exact reason why we need these community-based volunteer organizations. We can't do this without you, and we know you guys are going to do a great job. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
It's unfortunate that I'm sending this message by video due to the coronavirus, but that does not diminish the accomplishments that each and every one of you have worked hard to achieve. I wish you all the best of luck as you go out and join your teams across the city. Remember, the more you put into this program, the more you will receive in return. So be active, get involved in team events and different trainings that will be offered to you. Enjoy the rest of your summer, and thank you again for giving back to your community in one of the noblest ways I know, volunteering your time. I look forward to seeing you in the not too distant future, but until then, stay safe and stay healthy.
Great job.